Welcome back, everybody. Today I'm going to be changing out the coolant on my Matrix. So the job itself really isn't that hard. Right down here you have your drain valve, and then right here you have your overflow tank. And with this design, you have a hose running down to the bottom. I know it's kind of hard to see, but you have a hose running down to the bottom with a clamp holding it on, and that's what we will be unplugging to drain this overflow tank out. Normally, on most vehicles, you would just pull this out. There's just a few bolts holding it in, but with this, it's part of the whole fan covering, so we're just gonna have to drain it. So first things first, make sure you get a pair of gloves. Also, it's important to remember when you do this, work on the engine when the car is cold. Reason being, your coolant system is pressurized. So if you try and work on this while your car is hot, you can have coolant shooting everywhere and you can wind up in the hospital with third-degree burns. So, safety first. Place the drip pan under the car, make sure it aligns with the drain valve, and then just loosen it up. There we go. Then just remove this radiator cap so the coolant flows more freely. Just like that. All right, and then this would be where you remove the overflow tank, but in my case, since I can't do that, I went ahead and took the hose off that drains it out. I unfortunately had to do this off camera because there wasn't much room down there. And now I'm going to go ahead and wash this out. You want to take some water, and it's important to remember anything having to do with the cooling system, you must use distilled water. Anything else can rust the inside of the cooling system. So I'll go ahead and clean this out. And then with this particular vehicle, it's good to go easy with this because this also happens to sit right next to your alternator. So, yeah, don't want to get the alternator wet. There we go. And then once this gets to a drip, you'll want to clean it out with distilled water. This is the most tedious part because you're going to have to do this a few times. Basically, you flush water through the engine until it comes out clear. This is from when I did my wife's Mazda. That is actually a brand new bottle of water, but you get the idea. So what you do is set up a no spill funnel and then just start filling it with water. And then I may have to get a little more, but what I'll usually do is fill this up until there's some water left over in the funnel. Kind of like this. Then you get in the car, start it up. Turn the heater on full blast. And the reason you want to do this is because your heater core takes some of that coolant too. So you're basically flushing out your heater core too. Also, it's important when you do this to make sure you have no air bubbles left in the engine that can A, cause the car to overheat, or B, cause your heater to not work when you need it. Then from here, go ahead and run the engine at about 22 to 2400 RPMs. And then keep an eye on your no spill funnel because eventually that water will turn the color of your coolant, in my case red. And this is really the part that requires the most patience. And then as for this, initially it may take a minute, but remember, if your engine is cold, your thermostat also has to open up to really run the water through the engine block. So just give it some time. All right, been running like this for a minute. The car's at operating temperature. Let's see what we got. Oh, way to make a liar out of me with the water, but normally this should change colors, especially on the first cycle. And here we go. When I initially pulled the plug, it was coming out like a pink clear. So a little odd, especially for the first cycle, but I'll go ahead and keep cycling through. All right, new water. Water's still staying clear. Wonder if this car was just low. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and check on it here in a minute. And it's coming out like a pink clear. Well, you guys get the idea of cycling water through your engine. I believe this is an idea that came from Chris Fix, and you know, it's actually a pretty good idea. You don't want to leave that old coolant in your engine. Basically, when it's all said and done, you want it to look like this. Just have it spit out pure water. Then you prepare your new fluid. This is a gallon of concentrate. You mix it with half a gallon of water, and then there's a gallon of coolant. They do sell 50-50 pre-diluted, but since this car has no coolant, it's better to just use the concentrate. This way I know it's a solid 50-50 mix. It's also important not to mix colors either. So in this case, it says Asian vehicles, Hyundai and Kia Genesis, Lexus, Scion, Toyota. I think GM, if I remember properly, GM uses like an orange. I know my wife's Mazda uses a green, and I know her bottle said Mazda, Nissan, Suzuki. So basically just look up the color coolant that your car takes and stick to that color. And then same thing, fill it up until there's some left in the funnel. There we go. There we go. And then I went ahead and filled up the overflow tank. And then just keep an eye on your funnel for any air bubbles, like that right there. What this is doing is clearing out the system of any air. You don't want air in your cooling system because that can cause the vehicle to overheat and cause inadequate heating. So what you want to do is keep an eye on your funnel. And well, it looks like mine is going down a little bit. When you don't see any more air bubbles popping up out of the coolant, that's when you know that all the air is out of your cooling system and you're good to go. And this process really shouldn't take that long. Maybe about 20 minutes at the most, but really not even that. And this is about good. I didn't want to leave too much left over because one little air bubble popped out. I didn't want to leave too much coolant left over because I've done this before. I've put the coolant on the shelf and I've had some interesting things in the coolant when I went back to it later. So I'm trying not to have too much left over after this. And then since there were still some air bubbles, gonna get back in the car, just give it a couple more minutes. There we go, that should be good. Then go ahead and pop that in. This will stop it from spilling when I take it out of the radiator. And then just let that drain in there. As for the old coolant, if you have any children or friends with fur, make sure you keep this out of their reach because this stuff tastes sweet and it's also poisonous. Also, truth be told, to someone who doesn't know any better, this does look like it would make a pretty good drink. And it's good to keep our friends safe, isn't that right, Roxy? Care to tell them how you took a sandwich twice now? And that's pretty much it. You guys have a blessed day. Also, I invite you to come check out Jesus Bible Study. I take passages from the Bible and make them relevant to today's world. Link to this week's video will be in the description. If you like today's video, be sure to like and subscribe. You guys have a blessed day.